Welcome to the campus of St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Today's final matchup will feature the Olathe South Falcons and the Bishop Miege Stags. At this time, if you will please stand and place your hat or hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And now the rosters in numerical order. First, making their debut in the 810 varsity event, the Falcons of Olathe South. Number 0, Aiden Alice. Number 1, Joram Oyaro. Number 3, Elian Ramirez. Number 5, Shane Minter. Number 6, Alex Chinchilla. Number 7, Andrew Gahn. Number 8, Ethan Zhang. Number 9, Jace Polanese. Number 10, Caden Slavin. Number 11, Jack Langston. Number 12, Mateo Gutierrez Rendon. Number 13, Parker Lambert. Number 14, Marvin Morales. Number 15, Carter Fallon. Number Number 17, DJ Smith. Number 18, Derek Cross. Number 20, Wyatt Osborne. Number 21, Dylan Rottinghus. Number 22, Mason Garlick. Number 24, Brody Garlick. And number 27, Oscar Tamayo. Head coach, Brian Aitken. Olathe South. And now making their 9th appearance at the A-10 varsity event, the Stags from Bishop Miege. Number 0, Andrew Eldridge. Number 30, Manny Hernandez. Number 2, Tyler Hurlbert. Number 3, Owen Hughes. Number 4, Grant Belmer. Number 5, Roman Henson. Number 6, Joseph Jaska. Number 7, Julian Solis. Number 8, Luke Whitmore. Number 9, Wyatt Garr. Number 10, Drew Bergfeld. Number 11, Frankie Metzger. Number 12, Jacob Meisenzall. Number 14, Will Grams. Number 15, Jason Gonzalez. Number 16, Miguel Pendleton. Number 17, Isaiah Fletcher. Number 19, Paul Rodriguez. Number 21, Aaron Ashes. Number 23, Jack Engel. And number 1, Azael Gamboa. Bishop Miege Stags are coached by Nate Huppy. Your officials for today's game, Gordon Wetmore, Jules Schaefer, and in center, head official Anthony Sobolewski.
Back here from St. Thomas Aquinas High School, home of the Saints, and our host site, game number 3 to finish out the 810 Soccer Showcase, 810 Varsity Soccer Showcase. Stephen Finley Jr. on the call for game number 3. Olathe South, Bishop Miege, two Kansas schools clashing to finish off a great day of high school soccer on a great Saturday once again here at Foot Family Field. Get you the starting lineups for both formations. Bishop Miege in red, Olathe South in white. 2 40-minute halves will be played between these two sides, pending mercy rule. And referee making sure we're good, and we are. Underway, Olathe South versus Bishop Miege. So Olathe South with it. Possessing it first. The defense from Miege. Ends up with the Stags. This is Solace. This is Wyatt Garr. Try to pass it up ahead. Back to midfield. Olathe South. Trying to counterattack. Andrew Gahn with it. Gahn, 2 defenders on him. It's good defense from the Stags. It was near the touchline, and foul will be called. And it will be Miege possession. Bishop Miege lines up. Kyler Holbert, Owen Hughes, Julian Solis, Luke Whitmore. You also have Wyatt Garr out there, along with Frankie Metzger, Jason Gonzalez, Miguel Pendleton, Isaiah Fletcher, Paul Rodriguez, and Azael Gamboa. Starting 11. In goal for the Stags is Azael Gamboa. Short kick taken on the free kick by Olathe South. Get you the names of the Olathe South starters as well. I have to give a shout out to both coaches for actually having pronunciation sheets. From a commentator to any other commentators out there, you know just how special that is. Makes our jobs much easier. Make sure we get these high school athletes' names out there correctly. So that's going to be a foul. Called against Olathe South. This will be a free kick for the Stags. There's the ball crossed to the back post, but far. Contact inside results in a foul. Stags possession. Oyaro in goal for Olathe South. Here come the Falcons racing down the field. Andrew Gahn, but gave it back to the Stags. Fight for it at midfield. Olathe South is quicker to the ball there in Mason Garlick. Still with the Falcons. Player goes down. And here comes a yellow card within the first 5 minutes of this contest. Yellow card was given there. Didn't quite catch who made the tackle exactly. Made the challenge, I should say. Saying names as we see them. I see Derek Trout for Olathe South. I see Oscar Tamayo. Mason Garlick, once again, Oyaro in goal. Alex Chinchilla on the pitch. As a referee making sure the booking is collected. Andrew Gahn on the pitch. Jace Polanese also. And I believe I see Brody Garlick out there. There's a good ball. One-time touch, no good. From Chinchilla, and it'll be a goal kick. So I believe that's how Olathe South shakes up. Oyaro, Chinchilla, Gahn, Polanese, Trout, Slavin, the Garlic brothers, and Tamayo. On the pitch for Olathe South. I believe I see Wyatt Osborne also out there for Olathe South. That ball is collected by the keeper as it was pushed forward. Back the other way. Miege, through ball, almost finds its mark. Good cleanup from Oyaro. As the keeper calmly stepped out. Olathe South racing back the other way. Here's Polanese. Pass to his man, got by one, and then a save. Made by Gamboa. Good opportunity for Olathe South, and they earn the corner. Corner kick is sent in, but over the goal and out of play. Once again, a nice save there by Gamboa. Miege will throw it in. Off the head of an Olathe South defender. Challenge is made. Still a fight for the ball. Still a team's trying to get to it. High in the air. Headed right to the keeper. And Oyaro. About 8 minutes gone by here in the first half of game number 3 on 810 Varsity. Been a great day of soccer. As that one is collected by Gamboa. Saw a strong Blue Valley Southwest team earlier to start the day. Had an exciting extra time finish in the second game, as it was Rockbridge with the free kick winner. In this one, still at 0 apiece, but early on. Final game of the 810 Varsity Soccer Showcase. Try to keep it in play, but Miege loses it out. There's a good challenge by Drew Bergfeld. Work on the left side. Bergfeld still has it. Tried to cross it. Bergfeld gets by a defender, but going to say too much contact. As he was everywhere on that possession. But a little too aggressive. Goal kick. One touch, finds it at the middle. Now moving far side. Olathe South still with the possession. Miege gives it back to the keeper. Sends it back down the field. Falcons. Through ball, rolls into the arms of Gamboa. Gamboa left it off for Hughes. Now here's the kick up ahead. Headed away by Olathe South. Throw in on the far side upcoming. Trying to get to it is Julian Salas, and does. Ends up with Pendleton. There's a ball put at the top of the box. Kept away. Reset for the Stags. Hughes. Long ball. Headed by Olathe South. Still remains with the Stags, but now Falcons take it. And knocked out of bounds off of Salas. Nice with the throw. That was Garlic. Mason Garlic, to be specifically. Trying to push it up ahead. Falcons leave it off for Wyatt Osborne. Osborne gets around one. Osborne still has some room to work. Osborne's pass is cut off. Nice will settle it over to Tamayo. Osborne past midfield. Running up on it. Slavin. Slavin still going. Good defending from the Stags. They force a throw in. And after the throw-in, Stags try to dispossess Olathe South, still with the Falcons. Touch and turn by Osborne. Osborne pass, kicked away. Ends up with Miege. Pendleton. Back with Hughes. Across the field, far side. Plenty of green to work with for Miege. Pass goes right back and then knocked out of play. This is Polynice. Polynice, good move. Shot is good for Jace Polynice. The sophomore nets it after a swift skiller. Makes it 1-0 Olathe South. Once again, Polynice finishes off the goal. His first of the contest.
Goal by number 9, Jace Polynice.
Olathe South strikes first at the 26-22 mark. And play resumes. Miege now down by a goal. Hughes lines up a kick. It was almost controlled by Bergfield. And South clears it away. Hughes another pass forward. And another clearance from South. Both sides just kicking it back and forth, trying to find an opening. Approaching 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's a pass that was almost brought down by Luke Whitmore, one of the captains for the Stags lineup. Polynice, the goal scorer. Got it to his teammate, and then good body from the Stags. Back to the Falcons. Falcons have it. Back to Polynice. Outside to Gone. Came off of Zhang. Tried to get it back, and good control here from the Stags. Paul Rodriguez, another captain for Bishop Miege. Ball sent forward by Whitmore. Knocked out last off of South. Jostling far side, ends up with the Stags. Ball is presented. Left off to the outside for Solis. Solis cuts back inside. Solis still dribbling. South cuts down on him. Now with Pendleton. Solis pass finds Gar. Gar working with it. Gar cross turn shot and saved and kept in play. What an effort from Oyaro. That was a great strike and an even better save. Oyaro extends to preserve the shutout. Still 1-0 for Olathe South. Referee plays advantage as the Miege player hit the turf. Calls the foul for a free kick. Here's a cross from the Stags, cleared away by Polynice. Bishop Miege still trying to work in the front half. Pass left off for Bergfeld. Took a deflection and can't pull it down on the second effort. As Miege tried to track that one down. That was Wyatt Garr once again getting involved. Oyaro sends it forward. Hard pass, too strong. Pass to Garr. He'll settle it. Garr still working with it. Looks for options. Garr being defended tightly, knocked out of play. Throw in from the left side. Ends up with Bergfeld. And Olathe South dispossesses Miege. Gone tried to push it forward. No one home, so back to the Stags. Long ball possessed by Garr. Working on the opposite side this time. Garr across, and it's going to be a corner. As it comes off a Falcon. Oyaro in goal. Cross into the box is headed away. Still with Miege. That pass intercepted by South. Here come the Falcons on the push. Ball took a deflection. And up into the arms of Oyaro. It's almost taken away by the Falcons. Here go the Stags. Center cross was momentarily kicked away and then now possessed by the Falcons. Here's a crossfield pass that finds Gone, but now taken by the Stags. Gone tried to get it back and does. Actually, that wasn't Gone, that was Zhang. Still players fighting forward, and then you have Pendleton going down. So it'll be a free kick. Already under the halfway point. Solace sends it towards the box. Fell down for a moment. Still a free ball. Here's a shot and another good save. Goal on the putback is in. Goal by Wyatt Garr as he got the second chance and converts. Tied up at one apiece. There's an Olathe South player. A little hobbled up after that interaction inside the box. Once again, Garr with the goal.
Goal number 9, Wyatt Garr.
Great persistence. And we're equalized. 1-1. At the 18:30 mark. Play resumes, notched at 1-1, makes this a different kind of game. There's a bold shot that goes off of the football upright. Moving to the opposite end. Olathe South has to defend it, put it out of play. Miege trying to steal back some of that momentum. Here's Gar with it. Gar crossing to the box. And that one is cleared away. Another player down for South. Referee checking on things. Players good to go. I believe that was Wyatt Osborne. Being looked at for a moment. Stags with it. Fight for the ball is won by Bishop Miege. And a good pass out. Pass forward to Gar. Gar turns. Spins it all the way across the field. It's possessed by Whitmore. Whitmore in the box. Hard challenge. And it's a good one. As the Falcons stifle that opportunity. Right back at you, Olathe South. And referee indicates a throw-in from the far side. There's a good ball from this side. Actually, it was a free kick. Wyatt Gar with it. Trying to get by his guy. Gar puts on the acceleration. Slows up. Waits for the cavalry. Gar still possessing. Turns it up. Now nearing the corner. Gar makes another move. And it's pushed out of bounds by the defense. Stags make a substitution. Big into the ball game, Jack Engel for Bishop Miege. Gar throws it in. Took a deflection. Player still fighting for it, still loose. Took another deflection off a defender. Miege trying to put some shots on goal. Now it's with the Falcons. And a runoff. Here comes Olathe South. Potential 2-on-1. Pushing it ahead to Slavin. Slavin managed to get it to his guy. Good recovery from the Stags defense, though. Just giving you the breakdown of that one. Sorry, yes. We're at midfield camera-wise. But once again, a great effort from Miege to track that one down. As it was Caden Slavin with another forward running with him. Almost completed the pass. If it was a clean pass, I'd have to imagine they definitely get a shot on goal in that situation, but just a slight touch altered it. It made it not a clean look to take a swipe at it. Bergfeld. Back to Grams. Here's Gar. That pass is pushed up ahead. Fight for the 50-50. 3 players collide. And the call goes on Bishop Miege. Once again, about 3 players went for that 50-50 ball. Off the free kick. Ball batted around, ends up with Bishop Miege. Here's Wyatt Gar with real estate on the left side. Gar finds Bergfeld, tried to weave through traffic, ends up with Olathe South. Middle pass was intercepted. It was a good read by Hughes. Comes Caden Slavin. Pass to the middle. Try to get the pass to the outside. Does find its mark eventually. Now reset near the center. That's going to be a pass to PJ Smith. Smith gets by 1. Passes it to his man. Shot on goal is good by Caden Slavin. Touch, turn, and goal. Olathe South, Caden Slavin, the senior. Makes it 2-1 Falcons. Nice response from Olathe South. Slavin with the goal. At the 12:15 mark. Falcons go ahead on a Caden Slavin goal. Off the kickoff, Miege got it forward, now taken away by the Falcons. Still only a 1-goal lead. As the Falcons trying to add to the lead. Nice moves in the center. There's the pass that just can't get over the head of the defender, taken away by the Stags. Hard shot deflects. That's Osborne pushing it. Now Leavoff almost found Slavin. Miege. Turn and go. Here's a long ball. Finds a Miege player as it was sent on the shot. The goalkeeper collided with the player. As it will be a stoppage here once again after the collision. It was Oyaro coming out of goal to try to meet the Miege forward. Glad to see he's all right. Subs being made for Olathe. Polynice returns to the pitch. Also, Gone returns. for the Falcons. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's 2-1 Olathe South. Here's a good cross. Settled by Solis. Deflects twice. And put out of play. Quick throw in. And once again, this ball knocked out. Still possessing it are the Stags. That ball is left to carry out over the back for a goal kick. Here comes Bergfeld. Bergfeld on the left side. Knocked away from a moment. Guard against Polynice. Polynice puts it out. Here's a cross right towards goal, headed away by an Olathe defender. Bergfeld possessed it at the top of the box. Still trying to weave through. Olathe South takes it away. Here comes the Falcons, a little bit of momentum. Now at midfield. Here's a long ball that'll go to the keeper. That's Gamboa getting to it. Had to give credit to Joe Moyaro. The sophomore has made a couple of nice saves, preserving the 2-1 score. It'll be a far side throw in for Bishop Miege. Brian Aitken, the coach for Olathe South. Nate Huppy, head coach for Bishop Miege. Possession one by Olathe South. Pass attempt goes long. Stags looking for options. Hughes sends it back. That was with Metzger for a moment. Back to Hughes. Hughes looking for someone to give it to. Now finds it in Grahams. Grahams, his pass ahead, finds Solis. Good build up here for the Stags. Solis cuts inside. Sends it back towards the middle. Hughes will launch it forward. Still a chance to cross it. Foot put on it by Olathe. Now you got the Falcons looking for a push. There's almost a really good through ball and an excellent tackle. Both parts, offense and defense, looking good right there. You've got Paul Rodriguez, one of the captains for Bishop Miege. Versus Fields, Owen Hughes. Jack Engel. Polynice will boot it into the air. Now good ball headed forward. Here comes Gone. Gone slows up. Leaves it off. Gone hits the pitch. Here's a shot that goes long. Be a goal kick. 5:45 remaining in the half. Outside to Solace. Paulinese doing a great job trying to get that possession back. Had to fend off a multitude of Miege players. Ends up with the Stags. Fletcher gets by a man. Fletcher still trying to make moves. And there's going to be a stoppage. And Fletcher given the yellow card. So Fletcher is in the books. He'll come off the pitch. .505 remaining. And referee having a conversation with Coach Huppy on the Miege side. That he wanted some clarity on the yellow card. And after a goal kick, South was a bit sleepy and ends back up with Miege. Well, Yara just kind of sent it out there. No one was home. Here's a good pass and almost a really good cross. It has to be hit out of play. Hinton the one that almost got that through. And now here comes a corner. Corner kick for the Stags. There's a good cross headed away by South. 50-50 ball. Chopped back by Olathe. Stags possession. As it ends up towards the middle. Slavin's pass doesn't find the mark. Miege pass doesn't for a moment, but the Stags get it right back. This is Solace. Finds a man. Wyatt Garr. Wyatt Garr. Cross. Deflected away. Good defense from the Falcons. Great tackle there from Miege. Here's a curling shot and misses the mark. Yarrow just had to make sure that wasn't going to be online. And it's going to be a goal kick. Miege players saying, get up there on that ball. Try to create an opportunity when they get it forward. As that ball is headed right onto the feet of a Falcon player in stride, and he's taken down. Looks like the referee had to issue a bit of a warning there to a player, maybe getting a bit too chatty. That's a long cross headed up top. Working towards the end line. And the Stags win the possession. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Hughes. Pass finds the mark in Jacksa. Referee making sure the throw and taken in the right spot. Under 90 seconds. Out to Bergfeld. Bergfeld weaving through. That's with Engel. Back to Hughes. Stags can maybe get it forward. Hughes still taking his time looking for options. There's a cross. Batted around and booted. Back down the pitch by Polynice. Under 60 seconds to play. There's a pass that finds Jaska. Another good pass finds Bergfeld. Bergfeld goes down in the box, but sort of trips on his own feet after trying to make the move. Under 30. Maybe one more chance for the Falcons. There's a good long ball, finds Osborne. Osborne chops, gets by a defender. Osborne still trying to get to it. And good defense from Miege still results with the Falcons. And that'll do it for the first half. A 2-1 lead for the Olathe South Falcons over the Bishop Miege Stags. Have a 10-minute halftime and another 40 minutes in the second half. Olathe South trying to hold on to their lead. 5 shots on goals for the Stags, 4 for Olathe. Goal scorers: Jace Polynice, Caden Slavin for the Falcons. In the Stags, Wyatt Garr is the lone goal for Bishop Miege. Once again, we'll be back for the second half of action. Stay tuned, 810varsity.com.
How does this place make pizza that does that? Honestly, no idea. But I'm going to start looking into it one slice at a time. Buy one single topping pizza and get the second 50% off. It's not crazy. It's Casey's.
And we jump right back into the action. 8-10 Varsity presenting the 8-10 Varsity Soccer Showcase. The final game on this Saturday. It is a 2-1 lead for Olathe South over Bishop Miege. Olathe South in the white, Miege in the red. Stephen Finley Jr. buckling in for one more half of football. See if the Stags can provide an equalizer. After a goal scored by Jace Polynice, Caden Slavin for Olathe, wide guard, the lone goal scorer on the day for Bishop Miege. Referees receiving their final instructions and getting ready. Referees having conversations with the coaches before we get back underway. Not 100% sure what the conversation was. Might be that we're down a ref. Because you've got a ref on the near side and the far side, but no real field judge, if you will. So I think that might be the cause of the stoppage. Won't have two refs on opposite sides. We'll go ahead and only have two refs. Hopefully the third referee's okay. Might be a little heat, you know, never know. No one to assume, but once again playing with two referees now, so you kind of have referees doubling up in terms of field judges and overall head refereeing responsibilities. It's going to be Miege ball off the free kick. Took an interesting roll and hop. It still remains with the Stags. There's a ball that's headed away. Another shot from Miege is outside for a goal kick. See Luke Whitmore out there with some arm padding. Didn't notice that on him to start the game, so obviously something developing there with Whitmore. Kind of protecting the upper arm area. Olathe South trying to come back the other way, but pass is errant and ends up with the Stags. Here's a long pass. It ends up with Olathe South. And a good pursuit from the Stags. As that was Fletcher getting to it. Fletcher with a yellow card in the first half. Here comes Olathe South with a chance. Here's a shot, and it's saved. I mean, an excellent save. Caden Slavin was right in front of the goal. Slavin takes it away again, though. Another chance. Olathe South goal. Caden Slavin. Doing it himself. Slavin, second goal of the afternoon, makes it 3-1 Olathe South. I mean, the first effort was there. Slavin got the shot off. It was saved. to the credit of Gamboa, but would not be denied a second time. Caden Slavin. 2 goals makes it a 2-goal advantage for the Falcons. At the 37-33 mark in the second half. Stags trailing by 2. Have to imagine a goal sooner rather than later brings them back into this one. Here's a long shot that's saved with the feet of Oyaro. Here's a one-time touch off the inner post, but goes the other way regardless. Once again, a little unorthodox for Oyaro because that feels like a save you'd probably want to go to the ground on. But very calmly just booted it away up into the air for a moment. Stags have it back, though. Bergfeld, he's been active and earns a throw-in. He's definitely been a guy giving the effort today for Coach Huppy. That kick takes a deflection. With Whitmore now. Whitmore sends it forward. This is Wyatt Garr with it. Garr squared it. Shot deflected. One-time touch there by Hurlbert. It's put out of play. And Oyaro will send it from the goal. Along with that unorthodox save from Oyaro, he's made a couple of very textbook keeper saves, keeper moments. Had to go full extension on one of the shots that he saved. Been playing a pretty solid game. When his number's called, he's delivered. That ball takes an interesting deflection. Stags might have something going. One-time touches just over the bar. Bergfeld almost made it a 1-goal game. Olathe South trying to kind of tighten up a little bit. Once again, this game is not over by any means. So got to keep that intensity that got them the advantage. Here comes the Falcons. It's a good job defending by the Stags, though, to cut off the attack. Coming back the other way. There's a good leave off for Fletcher. Fletcher's shot takes a deflection and pushed out. It'll be a corner kick for the Stags. Short corner taken. Given right back. Here's a cross into the box, a header and a goal. What a pass, what a finish. Wyatt Garr, his second goal of the day. Matches Caden Slavin. Wyatt Garr makes it a 3-2 contest. That was a picture-perfect cross and finish for Bishop Miege. was saying it kind of felt like for Bishop Miege to get back into this one, they needed a goal fairly soon after that goal from Slavin, and they get it near the 33-minute mark. Stags starting to implore some energy. Going to be an interesting 33 minutes. Good give and go. Almost got the ball through. Here's a shot, and can't curl it in, but good effort on the kick from Julian Salas. The old adage of the 2-goal lead. I'll tell you, worst kind of lead to have is a 2-goal lead in soccer. Contact, and as an Olathe South player is down. Referees and Wyatt Osborne is still slow to get up, so the trainers or coach will come out to tend to him. Osborne being helped off. Things starting to pick up. Just the competitive juices flowing, especially with such a drastic shift in momentum on that Wyatt Garr goal. All it takes is one to change the complexion of a match. I feel like we're witnessing that a little bit with the Stags, but the Falcons, no better silencer than another goal if you're Olathe South. But you can hear it, the Miege side getting louder. The Stags communicating a bit louder also, more crisp, a little more fervent approach. There's some good play from Slavin. As you have Metzger hit the turf. Now Metzger is going to take a moment to get to his feet. Long throw from Olathe South. Ball booted forward. Fight for it on the back line, and it's going to go on the Falcons. Ball launched ahead. Strong tackle made by the Falcons, still remains with the Stags. Quick throw in. Bergfeld. Taken down by a Falcon. Referee indicates siren ease up. And there's going to be a free kick. And then a shot right towards a goal by Hurlbert. Falcons were a bit slow to respond there, so that's why the Stags try to get it forward quickly. And a decent deal of stoppage time within the first 10 minutes. Haven't even gone 10 minutes through the second half. A lot of players kind of going down. A lot of stop and go right now. Stags at midfield. This is Fletcher. Fletcher makes a cut. Fletcher's pass. Cut off. Now with the Falcons. Here's a chip pass to Polynice. Still loose and now controlled by Slavin. Slavin, an excellent through ball. Here comes the Falcons. Selling it is Garlic, but looked for help and wasn't there. Stags, good recovery. Now it's the Stags' turn, maybe, as the Falcons have to clear it out. Maybe also starting to see some avenues open up due to fatigue as the game goes on. That's where your substitutes come into play if you're both coaches. Polynice, pass outside. Good work from the Stags back line to get it back. Bergfeld. Pass finds Gar. That's going to be last touch by the Falcons. Pass outside. Here's a cross, and it's into the arms of Oyaro. Oyaro collects, takes his time, sends it down. Good touch at midfield by Rodriguez. Polynice finds a pass. Slavin. That one's going to be kicked out of play. Chinchilla cut out to Polynice. That time closed down on by Pendleton for a throw. There's a pass on the ground for Slavin. He tries to track it down, last off of the Stags. Slavin throws it in. Navigating through traffic. There's a ball and just over the head of the intended target. That was a good delivery to P.J. Smith. Just barely grazed the top on the header attempt. Stags throw. Stags look to operate on the other side of the field. This pass delivered to Rodriguez. Now lands with Whitmore. Whitmore sends it forward. Berghold gives it over to Gar. Berghold gets it back from Gar, but can't settle it. Right back to the Falcons. Knocked out of play. And the Stags take it right back. Smith takes it away. Remain with the Falcons. Salas was trying to work to get that ball back. Fletcher trying to win possession and working hard as Fletcher somehow comes away with it. There's Berghold. Bergfeld, excuse me. Now back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Ball is sent away. Recovered by Gar with time. Gar will send it far. Tracking it down is Salas. And there's going to be a yellow card. As I believe that was Julian Salas just frustrated. After losing the ball, toss it far, kind of, just one of those actions. Mental fortitude, always important in a game like this. I mean, both sides are being competitive. Just have to play within the parameters. Keep a cool head. Still just a 1-goal lead for Olathe South. There's a one-time touch, but a soft shot. Kept by Oyaro. Oyaro sends it back down. Had it around a couple times, now back up in the air. Header settles with Smith. Now that's Chinchilla. And work here by Joxa. Gar got it dispossessed. Right back to the Stags. Approaching just a minute over halfway played. Chinchilla with it. Tried to find Smith, but good defending there by Whitmore. Here come the Stags and pass there. It goes to Oyaro. It's been a couple of those moments where If you're Bishop Miege, you make a good defensive play, you get the ball back and give it right back to the Falcons. But on Kiyoyaro, short kick right back to the Stags. Miege still searching for that equalizer. Loose ball still. Almost left it off. Oyaro will clear it. Stags still have it. There's a cross into the box. Shot and on the side. And no good. Looks like there's a Stags player down behind the goal. As they tried to fly in. Good to go. Like the South can't possess it off the goal kick. So the Stags have it. Whitmore is on the touchline and referee indicates it goes out. A quick throw ahead. You've got Rendon out there. Mateo Gutierrez Rendon. Chinchilla still with time. Gives it to P.J. Smith. Back to Chinchilla. He'll turn it up. Tries to thread the needle, cut off by Bergfeld. Bergfeld, pass finds Fletcher. And Fletcher met with a challenge. It was a clean one, remains with the Stags. Rodriguez. Now to Fletcher, just outside the box. Fletcher trying to earn a corner, and he does. Good work from Isaiah Fletcher. Corner kick just under 18 to play. Off the corner kick. It's back. And it's going to be another corner for the Stags. Ball crossed in. Kicked away by a Falcons player. Here's the recross. Offsides is the call. Falcons send it to Smith. I found Chinchilla. Knocked out of bounds. Four subs come on for Olathe South. Maybe a bit of a fresh legs injection for South. Have slowed down a bit in terms of getting into the attacking half. The Falcons are really putting the pressure on in the first. Here in the second, though, it's been a lot of Stags pressure. Approaching 15 minutes to play. Here's a cut by Polynice. Now to Slavin. Slavin to the middle. It ends up with Morales. Ball back to Lambert. Finds Morales. Morales kicks it ahead to Smith. Smith, good leave off. Give it right back to Smith. PJ Smith with stride. Shot saved. Gamboa with a nice save in transition. It's going to be a corner for Olathe South. Certainly have to say PJ Smith has been a prominent factor in the second half. Senior rocking the captain's armband. He's just been everywhere today. Making plays. Possessions, good passes. Here's a cross. Curls on the side of the net for a goal kick. A lot of room for the Stags to run with, and then the run ends. As the Falcons get it, and then there's going to be a foul on the side. Just once again, kind of those things where if you're Miege, you want to create those chances, but running into a literal wall of Falcons trying to push it down the field. That ball is won by Bishop Miege. Time for Whitmore to Fletcher, but can't get a touch on it. Polynice ends up with Slavin. Slavin takes a step up, finds Smith. Smith will bring it back. Now to Polynice. Slavin turns, finds Smith. Smith passes. An errant one ends up with the Stags. I think he maybe meant to put a little lift on that one. As the Stags' foot intercepted. Olathe South scoreless in the second half of play. Actually, excuse me, that's not true because Slavin started the second half with a goal, ended the first half with a goal, so really Slavin showing up on both ends of the half. And Oyaro will roll it out. Racing to midfield. PJ Smith, that's a long ball. And Smith does track it down. Good closeout. Smith goes through the legs. Smith now on the back line. Pass intercepted. The Stags defend it well. Polynice with room, tries to make a move. Pushes it out wide. Moving up, that's Rodinghaus. He's still moving with it. Gets by a defender. Rodinghaus into the box. Tries to find an option. Polynice, 2 touches. Tried to settle it. Polynice still has it. Give it to Slavin. Slavin splits 2. Slavin turns a corner. Tries to get it and earns a corner. Olathe South still want to put together good offensive chances, but have to consider a little bit of slow ball for the final 10. Here comes a corner. Takes a bounce. Smith, one-time touch, no good. Still danger. And it's going to be a corner. So the Falcons earn another corner opportunity. Subs being made. Really have to point to that four-man substitution made by Coach Aitken. As I said, just kind of felt like maybe some fresh legs interjection, just some guys I can get out there, go fast, maybe create some new things. Keeping the Stags a bit more defensive as they started to get really offensive there for a moment. Stags trying to make some offense here and just loses it out of play. Stags with it, under 9 to play. That ball is sent forward and long. The more of those you have to kind of start to think that's where South can bleed the clock just a little bit. Take your time, set up the goal kick. Oyaro sends it. Run up on and won by South. Once again, think it's an example of those fresh legs coming into play. Still fight for the ball. Now it's with the Falcons. It's going to be a foul. And a yellow card has been given to Carter Fallon. Stoppage at 8:08. Referee making the yellow card booking. Once again, the finale of our triple header here on 810 Varsity. There's a great challenge by Slavin. And Slavin does still win it for the Falcons after two Stags close down on him. Another brief stoppage there. And play resumes. Thrown in, a couple of headers. Controlled by the Stags. 4 defenders in line for that pass, though. Falcons think it was a handball. Still being batted around. And pushed out. We've played nearly 33 minutes here in the second half. Another 7 to go. Miege desperately trying to find that equalizer. comes an opportunity, a pass and a shot from Fletcher. Misses the mark. Was a quickly created chance there. No real reactions from anybody because Fletcher just kind of ended up with a shot near the front of the goal all of a sudden. Still with the Stags, though. No time to take their foot off the gas. Here's a good move made by Metzger. Over to Solis. Solis across. Late to South. Try to get to it. And it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a very offensive corner for Bishop Miege. Trying to tie it up. Ball sent into the box. Header, no good. And goes to the Falcons. Well, Yarrow. Solid job keeping the day from him. Once again, not saying his numbers been called too often, but when it has been, he's made a play. Slavin trying to make a play. Heads it down to himself. Slavin trying to beat the defenders. Slavin almost got by him, but good defense. Good job sticking with it, and Drew Berghold. 5 minutes to play. Coming across is Miege. Ball hit forward. And it's going to be offsides. Time beginning to run out on the Stags. So, Yarrow very content with his team taking as much time as they can. Take the pressure off the keeper. Polonese. Over to Morales. Back to Polonese on the edge. Get right back to him. Polonese controls it. Still working with it. And that's going to be booted forward. A little bit of an opportunity here. This is Gar. Pass to Bergfeld. Leaves it off for Fletcher. And can't get to it. For the goal kick. Actually, it's going to be a corner. As the Falcons had to put a touch on that to break it up. If you think about it, Fletcher was in line to receive that pass, so must have taken a touch. Here's a cross into the box. Now pushed out. Touch and turn from Gar. Gar almost find a man's feet at the top. Players hit the ground and still remains with the Stags. That's an overhead pass, and Wyatt Gar tried to go aerial. Catch that one with the back heel. Yarrow short kick to his back line. On the outside. Falcons all about possession. Keeping this ball away from Bishop Miege. Two and a half minutes to play. Not a good touch there from the defender, and now here comes Olathe South with an opportunity. Pressing forward. In the box, a great tackle for a corner. Andrew Gahn, the one for the Falcons. He's helped up. 2 minutes to go. Nothing set in stone, but with a corner here, assuming you might have to boot it down the field or set up a goal kick. Time might run out on the Stags. Falcons wisely trying to protect it in the corner. Does come away to Bishop Miege. Here's Gar. Here come the troops. Stags try to get forward. Long touch, no good. And Polynice, good job staying strong. As the Falcons throw it in. They've got Gamboa. Gonna have to send it forward with 50 seconds. Boots it down the field. And Header tries to push it forward. Here's maybe an opportunity. Oyaro comes out and it's pushed out of play. Here comes one final breath for Bishop Miege. A corner kick, 25 seconds. Everybody in for this corner. Ball put into the box. Headed away from an Olathe player. One-time touch is too strong, and that'll do it. Olathe South survives in Game 3 of the 8-10 varsity soccer shootout. Final score, 3 Falcons, 2 Stags. Once again, quick goal recap. Jace Polynice, a goal scored. Caden Slavin, 2 goals for Olathe South. Wyatt Gar, 2 goals for Bishop Miege. A great game for him in defeat. Was going to Olathe South with a 3-2 victory. Well, that'll do it here from 810 Varsity. Thanks for tuning in to the 810 Soccer Showcase. Team from the